Good morning and welcome to this week's weekly soul guidance with myself, Rebecca of Libra Lights. So I know that I've not done any weekly soul guidance for 3 weeks. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm traveling around France, Spain and Portugal at the moment. I was in a camper van and we've now set up base in a village called Moreira in Spain. So we're actually renting out a bungalow and we've got this beautiful scenery behind us. But I've not done a weekly soul guidance for 3 weeks because we were in the French Riviera. We had family visit us. So we were exploring with family. Then we moved to Barcelona with our daughter Elle and did some exploring around there. And then it was like a week of recovering from that. I don't think I realised how exhausting travelling actually is. And then my energy didn't feel right. So I will never attempt to do readings if my energy doesn't feel right. I felt like I needed to recalibrate and balance myself out. Then I needed to get the energy right in this place that I'm in. And I feel like I'm there now. So back doing my readings. Yeah, I'll even push client readings out if I'm not feeling right, because I never want to channel the wrong messages. So I hope you do the same. So yes, we're in a Spanish coastal town called Moreira. It's beautiful. We're up in the hills and it's about a 20-minute walk to the ocean. So we're loving it here. And Henry's out and about somewhere. I'm sure he's sunbathing because he absolutely loves the sun. So this week we'll be doing the same thing that I usually do, which is answer the 4 questions using tarot cards. And looking at astrology for this week, there's nothing major going on. And that actually shows in the cards, because we've given some like practical advice this week. There's no major arcana cards. There's nothing big going to happen this week. I checked my moon diary, full moons next week. Obviously, this week we go into March on Wednesday. It's the 1st of March. But yes, there's nothing big. And when I tuned in intuitively, there's not going to be no major things happening. Let me show you what cards came out. I'll just share my screen. There. So I asked the 4 usual questions that we ask on my weekly soul guidance. The first one, what is the energy of the week going to be? And we got the 6 of Cups. And you'll notice now we've got the 7 of Cups as well straight after it. In this deck, which is the Archangel Power Tarot cards, the Cups suit is obviously the suit of Raphael, Archangel Raphael, the healing energy. The healing archangel who works with the green ray, which is why these cards are green. So 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia and memories. So what this card is telling me this week is that we're going to want to escape to happier memories in the past, because we're not happy where we are at the moment. So we're going to spend a lot of the week bringing up memories from the past, childhood memories. We've got 2 children on this card. Family memories, maybe memories of when we were younger, playing with our siblings, the games we used to play. Maybe remembering past traditions that are no longer celebrated in your family anymore for one reason or another. So it's a looking back with regret. Oh, I wish I could have those feelings. I wish I was a child again. I wish we still did that as a family. And I think the advice here is to not get caught in the past. Don't stay there. It's okay to go back and have these memories every now and then. They just pop up, don't they? But the advice here is don't stay there. Get yourself out of that. And if you're not happy with where you are, at the moment, then you need to do something about that. You need to, the best thing to do here, what's intuitively coming through, is a visualization exercise of your perfect life, of where you want to be, closing your eyes, asking yourself, where is it I want to be, seeing it as a movie, and then putting yourself in there and feeling what it's like to be there. What do you smell? What do you see? How are people acting around you? And then from that place, coming up with one action that you can take to start you on that journey, on that path to your perfect life. That's how I work with my clients in spiritual life coaching. We do lots of visualization exercises. So it could also mean you're seeking comfort from those that love you, that are around you. For some of you, it could mean, if we take finances, for example, it could mean that you're having to move back in with the parents. Sometimes the Six of Cups does mean that. And sometimes in relationships, it means getting back with an ex as well. And obviously you'd have to judge that situation for yourself. But that's going to be the energy of the week as a whole. We're going to want to reminisce about times gone past that were good for us, but don't get stuck there. So what unexpected event of the week is going to happen? We've got the Seven of Cups. So it's interesting, we've moved from the 6 to the 7 of the same suit. So cups is water, it's emotion. And it feels like moving from 6 to 7, like in a week, we're going to have an emotional upgrade, if that makes sense. So what's the Seven of Cups all about? It's about, again, searching for purpose. So it moves on nicely from this Six of Cups, where we're reminiscing in the past because we're not happy with where we are now. So searching for purpose, but also, here's Henry, gone under the table in the sunshine. It's daydreaming, so a bit similar to Six of Cups, wishful thinking. Oh, I want to go back to that memory. Daydreaming. It's also a reminder, though, here, that it's good to have dreams and wishes, but you've got to take action. And isn't it interesting that I just talked about that visualization exercise, where when you're in that visualization, you ask yourself, what's one step I can take to get myself there? So on this card, what we've got is various different buckets with different colours in. Now I want you to have a look and see which colour stands out to you, and put it in the comments on the YouTube video or wherever you're watching this. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 7 buckets. So it's the 7 chakras. So whichever colour stands out for you will relate to a chakra. So if it's the red one, obviously it's the root. If it's the orange one at the back, it's the sacral. The yellow one, it's the solar plexus. Green one, it's the heart. Blue one, it's the throat. Purple one, third eye. And then the indigo one, crown. So whichever colour is standing out to you, that means that a particular chakra is needing some attention. So for example, if it is the red root one, then you'll probably be feeling very unstable and unsafe and fearful. And I'd recommend then, whichever chakra it ends up being, that you go onto YouTube and find a free root chakra meditation, for example, and work on that. But the reason why a chakra will be out of balance is because you've had all these choices available to you for so long now, and you've just been dithering and not making a decision as to which choice to make. And I think what both of these cards is saying, 6 and 7 cups, stop dwelling in the past, stop dilly-dallying over all these choices that you've got, and actually make a decision and take action. Stop fantasizing. It's a bit of a harsh message coming through, but stop fantasizing and face reality. You've now got to make a decision. So it could be, romantically, this could represent choosing between lovers. Lucky you. Financially, it could mean you've got several different financial opportunities, but it is time to actually make a decision now. And career-wise, it could mean You've got a lot of different options with career. Again, lucky you. What a great position to be in, but actually make the decision. So the unexpected event is going to be that you've got to make a decision this week and go with it. So how can you stay balanced? We've got the King of Wands coming up. So King of Wands is a very fiery energy. Wands is all about fire. So we've gone from emotions to fire. And I think this fire and passion energy is coming in to help us make this decision and move forward. So the King of Wands is a leader. He's got great vision, which will be brilliant for doing that visualization exercise. He can see the big picture. He loves to take control. He makes daring decisions. He's bold, and you need to adopt that energy this week in order to stay balanced. So you're going to need that energy of boldness, of optimism, of daringness, aren't you, to make a decision that you've been dithering about for so long. So just call in that King of Wands energy this week to make that decision. I mean, look at this guy on this throne. Look at his eyes. He knows what he wants. He's perfectly content. I always say this, but doesn't he look like Benedict Cumberbatch? Last time it was Cliff Richard, wasn't it? He looks a bit like Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, right. Okay. So I was looking earlier because on the traditional tarot card for the King of Wands, there is a salamander on it. I couldn't see it, and I can see it now. It's a blue and yellow colour at the bottom. And the salamander does mean something. Let me just, because I've forgotten. Salamander meaning on King of Wands. It's the element of fire. Seen as a living manifestation of fire itself. Wow. So we need that salamander energy as well for this week. Brilliant. So final card then, what advice has your spirit guide got for you? You've got this Knight of Pentacles card now. And so you've got 4 knights in the tarot, haven't you? But the Knight of Pentacles is different. The other knights are all off having adventures, and the Knight of Pentacles stays and gets the hard work done. So when I said this week hasn't really got any big changes, there's nothing astrologically going on, that means it is a good week for us to get our head down and get some work done, stay in routine, because we're not going to be knocked off balance, you know, by a full moon or solar flares or anything, or planets going into retrograde. It's a good week. Basically, I think the cards are telling us this week just to be sensible and get our heads down and get some work done, especially with this Knight of Pentacles. So the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is practical, is reliable, is stoic, is slow and steady, is hardworking. That's what we need to be. Patience. So he's in that field, watching his crops grow, making sure everything's okay, making sure they're watered. He's preparing for the next harvest. On the traditional tarot, in his hands, he's holding a gold coin. He looks like he is holding something in his hands here. He's looking like he's carefully considering something. Like he's dreaming of what this harvest is going to bring into him. Thinking about his future, making sure that there's going to be enough food for his people. He is a knight of the people. So I think this week we can get a lot accomplished because it's a quiet week. We can get a lot accomplished, but not if we stay in the past, reminiscing on memories, and not if we continue to not make decisions and just ponder over all of our choices we've got. So this is the week for action. It's the week for getting your head down. It's the week to be practical and to think about your future, basically. So I think it's really good advice. So I'm definitely going to take that advice this week, and I hope you are too. So I should be back next week. As I said, we've got a nice month now here, relaxing. So I should be quite nice and balanced and able to provide you with weekly self guidance. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel to help these messages get out there for everybody. And I shall see you next week.